All right. So, for our prayer this morning, we are going to just use the prayer for the morning for our book that we're working through. Prayer for the morning. It says, "Blessed are you, O God, who created the whole world with a word, and who fashioned your people from dust and from delight. In our waking, may we know you, breathing in us, breathing through us, creating us anew with your longing and your love." And there's also a prayer for the evening in here. For those of you watching the recording, if you want it, you let me know. So today we're going to do part 2. I did part 2 with Tori already, but it didn't record, and there was also a big confusion, so I'm just going to do 2 again, and it's worth doing again because it's a good one. So the title is Closer. It says, "Story of Eve comes to us when she, along with her husband Adam, are wondrous creations, formed and fashioned by God, breathing with God's own breath. There are prayers inscribed within her story, blessings buried beneath the layers by her Creator, nearly impossible to discern, all the more difficult because of the layers that others have added over the centuries. A patina of interpretation and the crackling of conflict, lines laid down by those who have sought to inscribe their meaning across the canvas, have looked into the layers and said that they mean original sin and seductress and the devil's gateway. But other words, different words, linger beneath those layers. Ancient words that we will never fully know, but that shimmer under the surface, blessing us, bidding us to look more closely and closer still." If you brought your journal to your mat today, there's some questions. What did you see within this story? What words hover beneath and between the lines of the text? What have you been told or taught about this story, and what do you find with your own eyes? Because we are all more than the stories and the words that have been ascribed to us by the world. We are all bigger. We are all meant for more. Our bodies are beautiful and they're powerful and they're meant to be experienced. And the world tells us a different story. So as we move our bodies today, I just invite you to really look at your own body and look what's going on inside of you, and to ignore the words the world has given you for your body, and to give your body new words. So get comfy on your mat. If you brought a blanket or something, that's great. I always have tea. I also like to keep essential oils with me because I like to smell them as I move. So we're just going to start by taking some big, deep breaths. So you could start lying down or you can start sitting up. Totally up to you. Whatever feels good in your body today. And we're just going to begin with deep breath. Good. If you want to add to your breath some movement in your neck or your shoulders, where we tend to carry the weight of the world. I'm going to move those around. That's great. Bringing your attention to them, seeing how your shoulders feel, how your neck feels. Good. I got some questions about how you keep your mind from wandering when we're doing this work. And one of the best ways is to just really focus on where you're feeling the movement in your body and really focusing on where and how your body's moving and what that feels like. And that's kind of scary for some of us. And if it gets to be too scary for you to focus on your body, then bring your attention to a different area of your body. Good. So we're going to take our arms up if you want. Just reach for the sky. Again, these are all just suggestions that I give you. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. This is about you and your practice and your body. Good. I'm going to come to all fours on my mat. We're just going to do some cat cows. And so we did seated cat cows last week. This week we're going to do them up on our mat. So you're on all fours and you're opening your heart up as you inhale, dropping the belly to the mat. And then as you exhale, round the belly to the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Good. And you can do as many of these as you want. Good. Inhaling, the heart is wide open. Exhaling, the heart is more protected. Maybe notice which one feels good to you today. Good. Give yourself some bigger body circles, bigger than the ones we just did sitting down. Maybe you have a tight low back or tight hips, so you really want to swing into those, or maybe it's your shoulders. I need a little bit of extra love today. Just whatever feels good, whatever feels right today. Good. From here, with my hips over my knees, I'm just going to walk my hands out and melt my heart toward the mat for puppy pose. This really feels good in my upper back, opening up the shoulders. Maybe it feels good there for you too. Rest your forehead on the mat if you want. Just taking some big breaths here. Good, and you can walk your hands back up to all fours. And I'm going to take a bird dog. So taking the right leg back, I'm going to take the left arm forward. Good. This takes some balance here. If it doesn't feel good for you, you can feel free to pass this. Pulling my belly up into the spine, really reaching through my fingertips, reaching through my toes. Maybe you want to put something soft under the standing knee. Oh. If it's available to you, if it would feel good, you can bend the leg and reach back for that heel and open up here and feel that twist in the low back. How does that feel in your body? How does that feel to have your heart open there? Good. And from here, we're going to bring the hand down and bring the knee forward, preparing for pigeon pose. And so in pigeon pose, our shin is parallel to the top of the mat. Our leg comes out behind us. And if you would like, you can put some cushions underneath your hips. That could help if this is a pose you don't love. Again, this is just a suggestion. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. If you do want to, you can pull your belly into the spine and hinge forward. Again, bringing your forehead to the mat. We bring our forehead to the mat. We're grounding ourselves and tapping into our inner wisdom. As you breathe here, notice where you feel the sensations of your body. Maybe it feels good, or maybe it doesn't feel good. If it doesn't feel good, you're free to adjust your body until it does. Your body belongs to you. It contains a beautiful and sacred purpose, and it holds beautiful and sacred truths put there by your Creator. Our purpose of these practices is to tap into those truths and to shed the lies that the world's put on us. Good, beautiful. You can come back up to all fours again. And this time we're going to, maybe do a little bit of loosening up body circles. Let's do that. This time I'm going to take opposite leg back. So left leg comes back, right arm comes forward. Again, this is going to take some balance. And if that doesn't feel good, you could drop your toe to the mat. You can drop your hands in the mat. You cannot participate at all. Totally up to you. Belly to the spine. Reaching. Feeling the space being made here. If it's available to you, you can reach back and grab that back foot. Open up your heart here. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to bring that knee forward and come to pigeon pose. Again, totally up to you, but this is pigeon on the other side. Sitting up nice and tall. You can hinge forward. Bring your forehead to the mat. Take some deep breaths here. Free to put some cushions under your hips if that makes this more accessible to you. Free to just lay on your stomach. Breathe into your body. Good. If you want to stay here, you can. If you want to come back, bring that foot back. Big toes together. Knees mat width apart. Hips to the heels. We're going to come to child's pose. This is another good hip opener. Another good way to stay grounded. Good. Bringing the forehead to the mat. You can tap into the inner wisdom that you have of your body. And from here, I invite you to take it all the way forward to your belly, belly on the mat. Good, and from here, you're invited to bring your hands to your sides, and there's two options here. Maybe you want to do both of them. I'm going to draw the shoulder blades back and just lift our heart space off the mat. If you want to zip up your legs and lift the knees and the ankles off the mat as well, you can. If this feels good and you want to go deeper, you can bend the knees and bring the ankles in. Kick into the hands and take it just a little bit further. It's up to you. Where do you feel this in your body? Good. As you breathe here, your heart is wide open. Maybe say a little prayer and ask God to tell you something true inscribed within you. Something true about your body. We're going to roll over onto our backs now. Good. Nothing graceful about getting from your belly to your back. So don't worry about that. Good. From here, I invite you to bring your shoulder blades together, lifting your heart space up off the mat. And take some deep breaths into the heart space. What does it feel like to have your heart elevated here? Again, if you want to be a great space, a great time to ask God for a word of truth about how He created you. What true things did He inscribe in your body as He molded it? Maybe for you, God's not safe, so we'll just say, how does Spirit mold your body? What is something true about your body that Spirit gave you? You pull your legs into your chest and let them fall open to either side of the torso. Rocking back and forth, you can feel a little massage for your spine. How does that feel inside your body today? Good. Legs come up to the ceiling. You're going to go for a walk on the ceiling. This is called legs at the wall, and if you want to actually put your legs up against an actual wall, you can. Draw your shoulder blades together once more, lifting the heart space off the mat. And from here, you have the option to take the feet back and overhead for plow pose. You can support the small of your back with your hands if you'd like. It's important that you look up at your knees and don't turn your head left or right. You could hurt your neck here. But where is the sensation here? What are you feeling in your body here? Where do you feel it? How do you feel it? Can you breathe into it? And one vertebrae at a time. We'll take ourselves back down to the mat. Good. If you have a blanket or a cushion here with you, this is a time you can cover yourself up, or you can bring your blanket to underneath your hip or underneath the small of your back if you want. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose. This is how we're going to end our practice today. Can you feel parts of your body that are touching your mat? Can you bring your attention there? Can you feel the breath as it makes its way through your body? As you breathe, can you take that breath all the way down to your toes? As you keep breathing, you take the breath from your toes to your knees. Can you take your breath to your hips, to your core? Let the breath fill up your lungs, move around your heart. Let the breath clear out your throat so that you can speak your truth today. Let it clear out your throat so that your brain and your heart can connect today. Can you bring your breath to your connection to God, and bring your breath to your connection to yourself? Feel free to stay on your mat as long as you'd like today. I am willing to stay on for the next 5 minutes. If anybody has any questions or anything they want to post in the chat box, if you are watching this via recording, you can feel free to send me a direct message or start a conversation on the Facebook page. It was lovely moving bodies with you today. I'm going to end us with a blessing from our book. Throughout this day, may you know the breath of God breathing in you. Use that breath today, friends. Thank you for practicing with me.